Proverbs 29:23. A man's pride will bring him low. A man's pride will bring him low. It'll bring him down. You can be doing good, but then start walking in a proudful spirit, and it'll bring you down. Notice what he said, but the humble in spirit will retain honor. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor the subject this morning. Prideful men. The root meaning of pride is to boil or to run over, indicating an overwhelmingly arrogant spirit. See, when a person has a prideful spirit, he or she is going to have an arrogant spirit. Could be doing better in life, but because they have a prideful spirit, it's actually holding them down when they could be farther along. When the scripture says that it's going to bring you low, Solomon is dealing with the fact that when you walk with a prideful spirit, it's going to cause you to be disgraced or dishonored. See, that tells me that some folk are low, not because it's the will of God for them to be there, but it's because of the attitude that they have. And when you look in our day and time, you see so many men who have an arrogant spirit. You run across so many men that if they would just humble themselves and listen to somebody, they could be a better man. There are men in this church, if they would just listen, receive godly instructions, they would be a much better husband. They would be a more productive father, but because of that arrogant spirit that they have, they're unwilling to listen to anybody. And when I say listen, I mean to the point to where they are willing to leave and apply what has been said. Because some men are good at listening, but they'll leave your presence and continue doing the same thing. Even though God has sent them some instruction from somebody who's bona fide and qualified to help them. See, we have to be careful because when it comes to being prideful, again, it's one of the most obvious traits that keeps so many people from changing. I said it's one of the most obvious traits that you can see in an individual whereby you know they need to change. They need to make some adjustments, but as you continue to evaluate their life, they're not making any changes. They're not making any adjustments. They're continuing to be the same old person, and they're getting the same old result. And the reason they won't change is because they're full of pride. You'd be surprised, men that God send to church to listen to a bona fide prophet, but instead of them receiving from somebody, they say stuff like, he a man just like I'm a man. Folk that have an arrogant spirit say stuff like, I don't need nobody to tell me what to do. See, you in the house this morning. Won't listen to nobody. I don't don't need help from nobody. Why you got to be so prideful? All of us need help from time to time. It ain't a put down to say you need help from somebody. Prideful folk will continue doing something a certain way even when they realize it ain't working. You ain't never looked at somebody doing something, you just step back and say, it ain't working, brother. Being mean ain't working for you, brother. Try a little kindness, brother. But you continue to see them talk to their wife any kind of way. And then wonder why she don't support him, why she don't stand behind him, and why she treat him the way that she do. Brother, it's the way you talk to her. You ain't learned how to talk to a woman yet. You've been in church for years and you treat other sisters with respect and kindness, but your own wife, you mean as a snake. And will be told over and over again to stop name calling, stop saying certain stuff. That ain't gonna work right there, brother, doing it like that. One reason I'm where I'm at right now is because I made a good decision that I was gonna listen to somebody. Listen to me, that knew what they were talking about. Because as a man, I wanted a whole lot of respect. But I hadn't did enough to really earn that respect. And I remember praying to God that the woman he gave me won't submit. She a fighter, God. She bucking me, Lord. I would be farther along, God, if this woman would respect me. There was at a time I didn't deserve no respect. Would get mad and start arguments when she said certain things in front of my son when he was small. Oh boy, I swell up then. You ain't gonna talk to me like this in front of my boy. You gonna respect me, woman, because I'm the head. But guess what? Wasn't acting like no head. But I had to stop. And I had to just say real simple, this ain't working. This ain't working right here. I'm only digging the hole deeper. But see, arrogant people say stuff like, I'm going to do it my way. Even if your way wrong, yeah, I would rather go down the wrong way than to have somebody tell me I'm wrong and confront me face to face. See, that's the thing most men don't like. They're good at giving orders, but they're not good at taking orders. They're good at telling somebody to submit to them, but yet they don't submit to nobody. See, the only support I'm going to get this morning is from real men. Only the real brothers are going to amen me. They're going to shout, Pastor, you right. Only the real sisters are going to have enough courage to stand up and say, Pastor, tell it just like it is. Why? Because we got too many weak brothers up in the church. The church has a hard time sometimes drawing men into church because when they come, they see so many weak men sitting up in there who are too prideful to listen to somebody. If I don't know what I'm doing, I want somebody to show me a better way. The reason certain families are not going anywhere is because of the man that's leading them. A family ain't going no farther than the head. So if you're a single mama, guess what? You the head. And if you jacked up, that family ain't going nowhere. And that's when so many families are stuck. And all you got to do is look at who leading them. And you just want to shake your head. Been saved for years, but won't listen to nobody.